How is it going? Um, I have a weird look on some things, as you guys already fucking know, but this one's going to be about why I feel white people should not be protesting for the immigration thing. Now, we all know it's mainly a Latino problem, but there are also white immigrants from Europe and other parts of the world, and black immigrants from all parts of the world, all the Asians. But we know it's mostly a Latino issue. And the reason that I'm going to say this is because a lot of yous don't fucking seem to comprehend that it's actually sending a bad fucking message to some people. And that message is they still need the white man's help. How fucking racist is that? They can't do it without us white people. How fucking racist is that mode of thinking? I know you're not thinking that way intentionally, but you know it doesn't matter how you think. It matters how others perceive it. You know what I mean? That's all that the Black Lives Matter, same thing. Right? Considering that was a police thing, but then I have to wonder, what about the black police? The Black Lives Matter thing was so fucking about making money that it blinded so many people. Those people are all sitting back in mansions right now. Yeah, on all those deaths. I know the two mothers had their deaths, their kids die, but they also weren't saints. People need to stop thinking that as well. But if you feel it's the right thing to do as a white person, well, some of us are sitting back thinking, yo, you think they're weak and they need your fucking help still. Just a thought, man. It's just people don't look at things the same, and I really wish that it was okay anymore. I'm not saying racism is cool, but it's cool to hate white people. Nobody gives a fuck about Asians or Latinos. How the fuck are we ever going to become united in America if we only care about one race, like in the beginning with all only caring about white people? So now we're only going to care about black people, and somehow that's going to fix everything? I really do feel black colleges should be abolished. I feel Chinese restaurants, nothing should be to any fucking race. You can't just do it to white people. So you're going to get rid of racism with more racism. Only this time it's more intentional. Yeah, it was intentional back in the day too, but you have to remember, after the slaves were freed, I'm not saying that the country still wasn't racist. Most of the world was racist back then, and there's a lot worse. There's a million worse things somebody can be than racist. And if you hate white people, you're racist. But to keep making excuses for certain people, based on the color of their skin, is fucking racist. The criminal system, yeah, sure. And this is why I think that people's DNA should be taken from birth. Then when a crime's committed, they already know who the fuck they're looking for. You don't have to have a huge more fucking expense. And privacy, what privacy? Inside your house is the only place you have privacy, and even then. Like, you can be videotaped in your fucking yard legally, right? By your fucking neighbors and whatnot. Legally. They just can't videotape you inside your house. Right? And then if it's like for no reason, then obviously you say it's harassment and you go that far. But why are we like that as neighbors in this country? Because we keep thinking we're better than everybody else. That's what the white people thought all that time. Now that's what you're seeing what black people are thinking. Remember, Africa sold your own fucking your great grandparents. Whatever, how many generations ago you were not a slave, and there's still slaves in Africa. This is all fucking fact. It's not a matter of opinion. This is fucking facts. Now, when it comes to opinions about how to deal with it, yes, that is my opinion. Right? I think it is time to literally get rid of any race, anything. No fucking black colleges, no fucking Chinese restaurants only having Chinese people work there. None of that shit. It all fucking needs to end. You can't tell white people they're the only fucking ones that can't have anything to themselves without it being considered racist. If you're white and you're proud, they call you a fucking supremacist. If you're black and you're proud, you're some kind of fucking hero. None of us are fucking special. None of us. My kids, your kids, just more fucking people on the fucking planet, and it's gonna be in someone else's fucking way. Because remember, you're better than the next person, but somehow this is a united country. It's not Trump's fault. It's not the government's fault. It's not capitalism's fault for the choices that we make. It's not society's fault either. Society's a made up abstract idea like our fucking money is now. There's nothing behind it. Society's not a wall stopping anybody from getting a job. And it's not a gun to anybody's head making them shoot fucking drugs. It's not a gun to any black person's head making them do crimes. That was the excuse when I was growing up when I was a kid. Oh, inner city youth don't have a choice. Then why is it 99.9% of them don't do crimes? Making that excuse is fucking racist. And it's making an excuse for bad behavior. Look at all the fucking videos you see about the food stamps being canceled on people. And having to go fucking try and do something for 20 hours a week now. They're crying about that. Right? There's white people going through that too. But what do you hear? Only black people. Where's the Latino version of fucking, Superman? Where's the Asian version of fucking Incredible Hulk? Right? And turning everything black, the Honeymooners was the first thing that pissed me off because I grew up as a kid in New Jersey watching the Honeymooners, Jackie Gleason. You know what I mean? And when fucking Cedric, the dumbass fucking thinks he's a fucking entertainer, I think he's a fucking idiot. They made that fucking movie. I said, they're making a Honeymooners movie. This is before the internet. Everybody had the internet. Man, I was fucking mad that they turned it black. Turning things black doesn't, like I said, where's the Asian version? Where's the Latino version? Where's the Native American version? They were rounded up to be murdered. Like the Jews. Right? The Native Americans in America and the Jews had it worse than the African slaves. And like I said, in fact, Portugal started all that shit. Where's their blame? Africa sold their own people. Where's their blame? And what about the slaves in Africa right now? Instead, you want to talk about 170 years ago. What does that do? Nothing. I didn't own anybody, and you weren't owned. You know what I mean? You go back far enough, everybody was a slave somewhere. Get the fuck over it. Right? This is a new country here. This is not just for you. It's not just for white people anymore. And I'm half white, half Puerto Rican. So I'm not wanted anywhere. I just know that I don't see John Leguizamo tries to fucking say something about what's going on and nobody fucking wants to listen. Nope, you're cutting into the black time. But when a black person wants to start screaming some bullshit about how they're all being gunned down by police officers for absolutely no reason, they're all fucking innocent, the world stops and listens. When it's bullshit. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. Look how many racist black people there are. You voted for Barack Obama because he was black? You're racist. Period. Right? I thought he was going to be a good idea too. Well, I was wrong as well. People who voted for, John McCain because he was white. You called them racist, but you voted for Obama because he was black. Same exact thing. That double standard. We're never going to be united in America if we keep doing this. People are going to have to admit we have faults. You know what I mean? And this keep pushing it off on the government, keep pushing it off on society, keep pushing it off on whatever. The economy now is making people drug addicts. When I first heard society made me do drugs, I was like, the fuck are you talking about, man? It's all excuses for bad behavior. And it's way more rampant than anybody thinks. Yeah, I have 5 disabilities, legitimately, and one of them's going to kill me. I'm still starting a new job here pretty quick. I just got hired somewhere. It's not, I don't care about getting rich. I don't. I just got to be able to survive. I grew up with sacrifice. You guys are all going to have to sacrifice too. I don't agree with giving all the land back. You know what I mean? Because then you're going to have to, Native Americans want their fucking land back. Right? To give land back to Africans that was once owned by Native Americans is spit in the Native Americans' face. It doesn't, there is a fucking black privilege. Right? You can try and argue it. Well, how come we're not all rich? Stop putting everything on that. How come white people aren't all rich, motherfucker? And stop saying nigger all the time. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I saw this fucking video the other day. The fucking kid must have said nigger every third word. And he was black. I'm like, the whole ghetto thing is fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. You want to fucking perpetuate fucking being poor in a shitty fucking area with like no fucking hope? You guys all think that's fucking cool? That is fucking stupid. But there is definitely black privilege. Why do you think everybody's pissed off? Fucking, I seen people bitching at fucking all the awards Billie Eilish won. Right? Everybody's pissed off about fucking, that fucking stupid ass fucking bunny fucking guy from Puerto Rico. And I'm half Puerto Rican. Right? But I didn't grow up with my fucking ethnic Puerto Rican side of the family. They fucking hated me because I was half white. So sorry if I'm not so fucking keen on fucking it's only white people that can be racist. You know why that motherfucker won everything? Because they're tired of having to pick black people all the time. And they're looking, people are, I myself included, I am tired of the fucking rap shit. I am tired of fucking, as soon as somebody gets fucking nominated for something and they're black and they don't get picked, first thing everybody says, oh, it's because they were black. It's a crutch. You know, it's a fucking excuse. You need to get the fuck over it. Remember, you weren't owned. You're not owed a fucking thing. You can't pay reparations because that means, where's all this money going to come from? You got blacks on the other side of the fucking planet that have no connection to the United States whatsoever demanding reparations. You can't fucking pay. And like I said, reparations should come from Africa. It should come from Africa. They fucking sold your own people. Where's the outrage over that? Nope, only going to blame the white people. What about all the several kinds of brown people from the Middle East and whatnot that were there taking fucking slaves out of Africa 100 years or more before the whites even showed up? Where's their blame? The reason that I'm making so many of these videos like this is because I hear too many white people. Right? I try to put my fucking headphones in. I'm hearing too many white people. Oh, the poor black man. The poor black man. What the fuck are you talking about? You know how many fucking white people I've seen recently that have little black kids? And I'm like, man, like, what is so wrong with your own? And so many white people, they think it's perfectly fine. I hear white kids all the time talking about how evil all the white people are as they're in the richest country with every fucking benefit imaginable, how evil those white people were, and none of them are giving shit up. We are so divided, man. So more fucking divided now. And if you don't act ghetto and you don't play the victim role, if you're a black person, they call you an Uncle Tom. The Hodge twins. Anybody who's a Republican that's black, you get called a fucking Uncle Tom and a sellout. Why? Because you're not acting ghetto and not fucking playing the goddamn victim? Who's really holding who down here? It sounds like maybe the blacks are holding themselves down to keep making fucking excuses. You know? The world benefited from slavery, so did the blacks. How many of you have fucking said, well, I wouldn't want to be living in Africa in the fucking desert right now? Or in a jungle somewhere? You know what I mean? But that's not hooray to the white man. That would be hooray to Africa selling their own fucking people. So that's where reparations should come from. You start paying people here in America. Start giving people $1 million. California, I think at one point was fucking $5 million. I'm like, are you fucking nuts? And like I said, what about the Native Americans? Where's their reparations? A little bit of land that we let them fucking have? We brought them all this fucking disease and drugs and everything else, and they're fucking wiping themselves out, but nobody cries for them. It just, everything is fucked up, and like everywhere I go, and I'm in a small fucking country town, it's all you fucking hear. You know, Black Lives Matter, fucking black people this. Well, if you were black or he was, it's like, my God, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm making my video here. Yeah, I know. But it's only because it's like, man, I even with my headphones in, a black person gets pissed off at a store, what's the first thing they say? You say anything to them, oh, it's because I'm black. You don't know who you're talking to. Go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. So tired of that shit. You're not a king, you're not a fucking queen, you're not better than me, I'm not better than you. Let's be fucking even. For fucking real.